It does not matter which political party or which political alliance you are supporting, whether you are in Azimio la Umoja, whether you are in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. What matters right now, ladies and gentlemen, is that we must come up together as Kenyans and strongly condemn what we are seeing, what is happening at the IEBC. The IEBC is an independent institution which Kenyans have trusted. Each and every person here in Kenya, each and every voter, trusts the IEBC to conduct free, fair, credible, and verifiable elections. Therefore, it is a requirement that, or it is an order that, each and every person working under the IEBC institution or under the IEBC umbrella, each and every commissioner there must never support one side, must never be partisan. The IEBC officials, all the IEBC officials, from the CEO, the chairperson, to the commissioners and others, must never be partisan. They must be neutral to conduct free and fair election after each and every 5 years of the general elections. But recently, ladies and gentlemen, the IEBC has been strongly countered with caution in the recent weeks, days after the just concluded or just disputed general elections. We have seen them, the IEBC commissioners, speaking another language. The IEBC vice chairperson by the name Juliana Cherera has accused the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati of different issues. The divisions that we are seeing right now at the IEBC here in Kenya is a reflection, or it is a result of some IEBC being partisan, IEBC commissioners being partisan. So, IEBC commissioners like Francis Wanderi, like the IEBC chairperson herself by the name Juliana Cherera, and the IEBC commissioner by the name Nyang'aya Justus, they have gone to the Supreme Court to file a petition so that the Supreme Court of Kenya can nullify all the election process. It is clearly a reflection that some IEBC commissioners were on the side of Raila Amolo Odinga, while other IEBC commissioners were on the side of Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And that is why, if you look at the division among the political candidates, Raila Amolo Odinga is supporting some IEBC commissioners. William Samoei Ruto on the other side is strongly supporting the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati and other IEBC commissioners. This has led to the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati going further to a step of removing the IEBC commissioners from the WhatsApp group. What does that mean? In each and every working station, if you have worked with your colleagues, you have your seniors, you have your chairperson, the people you look up to, and you have your colleagues. When it reaches a step whereby your boss removes you guys from the WhatsApp group, it really means a lot. Because me personally, I do believe that in each and every institution, colleagues must disagree to agree. There is, of course, some disagreements. But what matters is how you handle the disagreements. But the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati going further for him to block or to remove the IEBC commissioners from the WhatsApp group, I will tell you some of the reasons. But before we go into deeper details of this video, if you're watching this video for the first time, please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people. To my subscribers, to my loyal viewers, I just want to take this opportunity to also to thank you for your continued support. I'm not taking your support for granted. So you can also click to that notification bell so that each and every time I post a video on this platform, you may be able to get the notification. Now, the IEBC Commissioners are accusing Bwana Wafula Chebukati, the IEBC chairperson, of different issues. According to Juliana Cherera, who have submitted the petition to the Supreme Court of Kenya because they are respondent in the just petitioned case by Raila Amolo Odinga, they are saying that Chebukati presided over irregularities in the submission to the Supreme Court, in the submission to the Supreme Court. The other day, we saw the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati submitting to the Supreme Court of Kenya all the Form 34As, Form 34Bs, and Form 34C as a proof. You want to prove the Azimio Umoja brigade wrong with the case that they have submitted to the Supreme Court of Kenya. Point number 2, Juliana Cherera and the 4 commissioners are saying that Chebukati worked alone and sidelined the commissioners on critical duties. Let me come to the normal working conditions. Let's say you are a chairperson of a certain institution. Must you come up with an agreement? Is it a must that you come with an agreement with your fellow colleagues? Is it a must? Of course, you might need to consult your officials or your colleagues on some issues, critical issues, before making a decision. But it is not a must, because on your duties as the chairperson, the constitution of that working space or that working area, let me not call it a constitution, let me call it duties. You are being given some duties, some powers to conduct your duties in decision making. It's like the President of the Republic of Kenya. Is it a must that the President of the Republic of Kenya to consult Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who was the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, on some issues on decision making? He might require it, but it is not a must. So according to the IEBC commissioners, they are saying that Chebukati worked alone. He sidelined all the IEBC commissioners in decision making. Also, the commissioners are saying that 3 foreigners and 3 IEBC staffs were able to access the servers. They also pulled down the results from all polling stations and they uploaded new ones. Unless Juliana Cherera and the 4 commissioners have proof about this, because for me personally, I do believe that it was very much impossible for you to hack the IEBC server. Why? Because the results that are in the IEBC server is the same as the manual result from the Form 34As. So meaning you must compare it, the IEBC, the final results from the Form 34As must be the same with the results from the servers. You cannot tell me, for example, the results which was transmitted here in Nairobi, that we have maybe around 500,000 voters. These certain voters voted for Dr. William Samoei Ruto, a certain percentage of voters voted for Raila Amolo Odinga. And when you go to the servers of the IEBC, you get a wrong figure, not unless they have a proof of that, because it was very hard for you to hack the IEBC server, in my personal opinion. Point number 4, there was lack of transparency and treating other commissioners with contempt. So the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati lacked transparency. That's according to the accusations. Also, the transfer of the returning officer. They were not consulted. That is point number 5. So, according to them, the returning officers who are transferred by the IEBC chairperson Wafula Chebukati. Wafula Chebukati just woke up one day, presented a list to all political parties concerning the ROs, the returning officers. So he presented the file or the list of the returning officers to all political parties and just said that, okay, we are transferring these returning officers to certain counties without him consulting the IEBC officials. And point number 6, the IEBC commissioners were not consulted on decision on printing 2 Form 34S. So according to the IEBC commissioners, 4 IEBC commissioners, they are accusing Wafula Chebukati that he did not inform them about that he was actually going to increase some Form 34S. So according to the IEBC commissioners, they just noticed about this while they were on a trip to a farm which was given the contract to print the Form 34S there in Greek. That is when they found out that, okay, IEBC chairperson Chebukati has commanded the farm to increase the Form 34S. They did not know about it. And also, they are saying that presidential materials, when they arrived here in Kenya at the JKIA, they were not consulted. They just woke up and noticed, okay, the presidential materials are on the way. They have already arrived at the JKIA. They were not consulted about that. That comes to our question. Why would Chairman Wafula Chebukati go to a step of removing the IEBC commissioners from the WhatsApp group? It means 3 things. 1, it means that they are no longer working at the IEBC anymore. Because if the IEBC commissioners were working with the IEBC chairman, Wafula Chebukati needs them. He needs to consult them. So meaning they are no longer working together. And it simply means that there is that division and that IEBC chairperson is working for the IEBC and the commissioners are working for other candidates. They were not working for the IEBC. Point number 2, it simply means that the IEBC commissioners are working for someone else. Like, for example, if you listen clearly to the Azimio la Umoja supporters, they are actually accusing Wafula Chebukati of working with Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And on the other side, Dr. William Samoei Ruto has always congratulated, or the Kenya Kwanza Alliance supporters are accusing the 4 commissioners of working with the Azimio la Umoja candidate, presidential candidate Raila Amolo Odinga. So there is that division. I don't know what you think. That was my take for today. See you in the next video. Thank you so much, guys.